Okay, we'll start question number 6 now. So question number 6 has r is equal to 3 and the last term, that is L, that is Tn, is given as 486 and Sn of its terms is 728. Okay, so you have to find first term, that is A is equal to what? Okay, so students, we have this formula. When the last term is given to you, we have a formula. You have to note this down, the points to remember also. So your Sn will be equal to Tn into R minus A upon R minus 1. Okay, so we'll do this. That is Sn will be equal to Tn into R minus A upon R minus 1 is equal to 728. So that will give me 486 into R, that is 3, minus A, which I don't know. So 3 minus 1, which is equal to 728. So 486 into 3 will be equal to 6 3s is 18, 24, 25 and 14. Minus A will be equal to 728 into 2. So 1458 minus A will be equal to, this will give me one double of this, that is 1456. So A will be equal to 1458 minus 1456 is equal to A. Therefore A is equal to 2. So I get my first term as equal to 2. Next, the sum of GP. Students, you all can do this. Okay, you know that A is equal to 3, your R is equal to 6 upon 3, which is equal to 2, and R is greater than 1. Okay, and sum of GP of this is given to you. You have to find out, you have to find the sum, of course, yeah, and Tn is given to you as 1536. Okay, so on the similar lines you have to solve this one. Okay, so the formula which I have given you now, that is Sn is equal to Tn into R minus A upon R minus 1. Okay, so this is the next sum. How many terms of the series, how many terms means n is equal to what of the series have to be taken to make the sum equal to 728? That is Sn is equal to 728. You have to prove this. Okay, so we'll be doing this as see, the series is not given to be an AP or GP, so we have to prove this. So let us take as 6 upon 2, that is equal to 3. Then you have 18 upon 6, which is also equal to 3. Now similar lines you have to write, since R is equal, the given series is GP, okay, fine. So you all have this. Your A is equal to 2, your R is equal to 3, that is R is greater than 1. Okay, and your Sn is given to you as 728. Okay, so you all can solve this. Okay, you have to find n, so your bases will be equal and hence your n will be equal, the power will be equal. Question number 9, the ratio between the sum of first 3 terms and the first 6 terms. Okay, so first 3 terms, the sum of first 3 terms, sum of first 3 terms is nothing but S3 I have to find, and the sum of first 6 terms is S6. Okay, so we'll find out this. So the sum of first 3 terms is equal to S3 is equal to A R raised to 3 minus 1 and R minus 1. So here we always take, students, on the standard format, we always take that R is greater than 1. Okay, so the sum of first 6 terms, since we don't know R, we always take that R has to be positive. So A R raised to 6 minus 1. So students, what is given to you, the sum of their ratios is given. Okay, the ratio between this. Okay, so we'll be finding the ratio of first 3 to the next 6. So we'll write, so the S3 upon S6 is equal to 125 upon 152. So what is S3? It is A r cube minus 1 upon r minus 1 upon A r6 minus 1 upon r minus 1 is equal to 125 upon 152. Okay, so this gets reduced. What remains is r cube minus 1 upon r raised to 6 minus 1 is equal to 125 upon 152. Okay, so now students, can I write r6 as r cube the whole square? Okay, so that is r cube the whole square minus 1 ka square. Okay, that is equal to 1 upon 125 upon 152. Okay, so here r cube minus 1, and this is, students, a square minus b square. So can I write that this is a minus b and a plus b? Okay, I again repeat, students, r cube the whole square, so I'll solve this here, r cube the whole square minus 1 square. So this whole becomes my a and this becomes my b, so it will be a plus b and a minus b. Okay, now since you can see in the numerator and the denominator, this binomial terms gets cancelled, so 125 upon 152. Okay, so yeah, I got the answer as 1 upon r cube plus 1 is equal to 125 upon 152. Okay, so students, can I now do the invertendo? So by invertendo, even if you don't write this, that's fine. I get r cube plus 1 is equal to 152 upon 125. So that is nothing but r cube is equal to 152 upon 125 minus 1. Okay, yeah, so that gives me r cube is equal to 152 minus 125 upon 125. That is r cube is equal to 27 upon 125. That is r is equal to 3 upon 5. Okay, so I get this. So that was the thing we had to find out. We had to find the common ratio, that was, we had to find r. So we have done this. So question number 10, how many terms in GP has to be added? Okay, so in the similar lines we have to do this one also. Students, this sums are tricky, they have long calculations, but the formulas are very simple to be used. So I have my a, GP is already given, so I don't have to prove. A is already given as 2 upon 9. My r is equal to minus 1 upon 3 divided by 2 upon 9. So that gives me minus 1 upon 3 into 9 upon 2. So r is equal to minus 3 upon 2. Okay, a and r. Okay, I have got this, that is r is less than 1. Okay, and I have to find the sum has to be equal to this. So I know that Sn is equal to 55 by 72. Okay, so I'll be substituting this. So a 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r is equal to 55 by 72. So what is my a? 2 by 9. 1 minus, what is my r? Minus 3 upon 2 the whole raised to n is equal to 55 upon 72, and in this denominator it will be minus, okay, 3 upon 2. Okay, so when I open the brackets in the denominator, I get as 1 plus 3 upon 2. In the numerator it is 2 upon 9. 1 minus. Now students, I again repeat here that you cannot write this minus as plus. Okay, remember this, because this term is raised to n and we don't know the value of n. I've already explained this in the earlier sums, which is equal to 55 by 72. Okay, so this is 2 upon 9. So we'll continue writing the same thing again and again. So when I open this, when I take the LCM, it will be 5 upon 2, which is equal to 55 by 72. Now I'll be taking all these constant terms on the right hand side, which will give me 1 minus 3n, sorry, 3 upon 2n is equal to 55 upon 72 into 5 by 2 into 9 upon 2. Okay, so 9 8s are, and I get here minus 3 upon 2 the whole raised to n is equal to 55 into 5 will be equal to 5 as 25 and 275 upon 32. Okay, yeah. So now students, I'll take this minus of minus 3 upon 2 the whole raised to n on the right hand side, which will give me this minus. Students understand, this minus will change to plus when I take on the right hand side, but here in the bracket the sign still remains the same. Okay, okay, I've changed the minus which is out of the bracket. Okay, so here I'll be taking 1 minus 275 upon 32. Okay, so that will give me 32 minus 275 upon 32 will be equal to minus 3 upon 2 the whole raised to n. So that gives me minus 243 upon 32, which is equal to a minus 3 upon 2 the whole raised to n. And this 243 is nothing but minus 3 raised to 5. Okay, so this is minus 3 upon 2 the whole raised to 5, which will be equal to minus 3 upon 2 the whole raised to n. So 243 when you factorize, that is nothing but 3 raised to 5. But since we have minus 243, so we'll be writing minus 3 raised to 5. Okay, so your bases are equal. So can I write that n is equal to 5? So the required terms are n is equal to 5. If the sum of this is given to be, okay, so yeah, sum of the series. Okay, some of the series is given to you students, but you are not given the other series in AP or GP, so we'll be finding that. Okay, that's very simple. Now you know this steps. So 2 by 1 is equal to 2, then 2 by 2 upon 2 is again equal to 2. So since R is equal, the given sequence is GP. Okay, so the given sequence is GP. So students, we know that this sum of is given to be 255. Okay, so can I write as your A is equal to 1 and your R is equal to 2. So your R is greater than 1. Okay, so we'll be using the formula Sn is equal to A R raised to n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Okay, you know that the sum is given to be 255, so we'll be writing that 255 is equal to A, you know that it is 1, and Rn, so you know that R is 2 raised to n minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. Okay, so here 255 will be equal to 2 raised to n minus 1, that is nothing but 2 raised to n will be equal to 255 plus 1. that is 2 raised to n will be equal to 256. So now we have to bring this 256 by factorization. So that will be equal to 2 raised to 8. Okay. So n is equal to 8. Okay. You have to find the value of n. That's done. Okay. Now question number 12, students, we have done this formula very simple. You have to find the geometric mean between this. Okay. So the geometric mean will do the second and the third. Okay. So second, the geometric mean of 14 and 7 upon 32 is nothing but root of 14 into 7 upon 32. So this will be 7 and this comes to 16. So root of 49 upon 16 will give you 7 upon 4. Similarly, you'll be having the GM of 2a and 8a cube will be equal to root of 2a into 8a cube, that is equal to root of 16a raised to 4. That will give you 4a square. Okay, so the sum of three numbers in GP is, and their product is 1. Okay, so students, here we won't take the standard form, that is we know that the standard form is AR and AR square. Okay, because if we take this series it will be difficult for us to find out. So instead of taking AR and AR square, can I take the preceding term as A upon R? Okay, so I'll not take the last term. Okay, yeah, so let the series be, so let the three numbers in GP be AR, A and AR, A upon R, A and AR. So the sum, okay, so we are getting AR plus A plus this is equal to 39 upon 10, and their product, that is the multiplication of these numbers, is given to be 1. So A upon R into A into AR is equal to 1. So RR gets reduced. A cube is equal to 1, that is A is equal to 1. Fine. Okay, so can I substitute this in the above equation, that is 1. So substituting A is equal to 1 in equation 1. Okay, so I get as 1 upon R plus 1 plus R is equal to 39 upon 10. Okay, so taking LCM will give me 1 plus R square upon R will be equal to 39 upon 10. So cross multiplying will give me 10 plus 10R plus 10R square is equal to 39R. Okay, so rearranging that in the quadratic format will give me 10R. So minus 39 will come to the left hand side, giving me minus 39R plus 10 will be equal to 0. So here I get 10R square minus 29R plus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, now you students will be multiplying the extreme terms. What are the multiplication of the extreme terms? That is 10R 100R square. So factorizing this, I want minus plus, that is minus minus. So what are the factors of 100? That will give me minus 29. Those are 25 and 4. Okay, so R and R. Okay, so we'll be doing this. Solving the quadratic equation, that's very simple, students. You all know 10R square minus 25R minus 4R plus 10 is equal to 0. So taking these terms will give me 5R is common in the bracket, 2R minus 5 and minus 2 is common. That is 2R minus 5 is equal to 0. That is 2R minus 5 is equal to 0, or 5R minus 2 is equal to 0. that is r is equal to 5 upon 2 or r is equal to 2 upon 5. Okay, so you have the required terms, you will be having two options. Okay, so therefore the required terms are a upon r, a and ar. So you'll be having 2 so your a was equal to 1 and r equal to 5 upon 2, and here a equal to 1 and r is equal to 2 upon 5. Okay, so a upon r, here a upon r will be equal to 5 upon 2, 1, and ar will be equal to, again, sorry, it will be 2 upon 5. So it will be 1 upon 5 upon 2, 1 and 5 upon 2. So multiplicative inverse will give me 2 upon 5, 1 and 5 upon 2. So similarly vice versa, I'll get here 5 upon 2, 1 and 2 upon 5. Okay. So next one, 14th. The first term of GP, the series already given in GP, it's a bit good. So A is already given as minus 3. The square of the second term is equal to the fourth term. So T2 is equal to T4 the whole square. Okay, so what is T2? T2 is AR, and what is my T4? It is AR cube the whole square. So AR is equal to AR square, AR raised to 6. Sorry. The square of the second term is equal to its fourth term. Okay, sorry students, we have done in the wrong way. Okay, so students, what is given to you is the square of second term. So I have to square the second term is equal to its fourth term. Okay, so here we'll be writing AR square is equal to AR cube. So A square R square is equal to AR cube. So A square upon A is equal to R cube upon R square. That is nothing but A is equal to R. Okay, so I already know the value of A, so my R is also equal to minus 3. So A equal to minus 3, and you have to find the seventh term. That is nothing but T7 will be equal to A raised to A into R raised to 6 minus 3 raised to 6. So yeah, students understand now, since this minus 3 is raised to even number, this will be positive. Okay, so I can write this 3 raised to 6. So that will give me 3 raised to 6 is nothing but 3 cube into 3 cube, right? And 3 cube is 9, and 9 into 9 is 3 cube, yeah, and 729. So 9 cube is 729. So multiplying this will give me minus 1 2 1 minus 2 1 8 7. Okay, so go with the next. So question number 15, find the fifth term of GP. You have to find the fifth term. GP is already given to you, and your R will be equal to 1 divided by 5 upon 2, that is nothing but 2 upon 5, and your R is less than 1. So you don't have to find your R1, students. Here you have to find the fifth term. So T5 is equal to A raised to A into R raised to 4. Okay, so what is my A? 5 upon 2 into 2 upon 5 the whole raised to 4. So here students, 2 raised to 4, simple, 5 the whole cube. Okay, because I have removed 1 because I know this is getting cancelled out. So it is 2 cube 8, and what is 5 cube? 125. So my T5 is equal to 8 upon 125. Question number 16. The first two terms in GP are 125 and 25 respectively. First two terms are this. And you have to find the sixth and the seventh term. So fifth and the sixth term of the GP. Okay, the first two terms are given. Very simple, students, you all can do that in homework. So A is given to you as 125. R is given to, T2. T2, that is AR, is given to you as 25. Students, you all can find your R, that is equal to 25 upon 125. That will give me 1 upon 5. Now you have to find your T5, that is nothing but AR raised to 4. T6 is equal to AR raised to 5. Okay, substitute the values, we'll be getting the terms. Question number 17. The sum of the sequence, find the sum of the sequence. So you have to find Sn, okay, and the sequence is given to you. So I can write that sequence is given. So students, again, the sequence is not given, that it is it in AP or not. So we will find first that the sequence is in AP or not, or in GP. So let me find 1 upon minus 1 upon 3. That will give me minus 3. Okay, so next will be minus 3 upon 1 gives me again minus 3. So since the common ratio is equal, the given sequence is in GP. So here I can write it A is equal to minus 1 upon 3 and my R is equal to minus 3. I have to find the sum, students. So here I'll be writing R is less than 1. So I'll be writing the formula that Sn is equal to 1 minus R A 1 minus R raised to n. Okay. So you have to find up to 8 term. So you know that S8 is equal to A. What is my A? S8. My A is equal to minus 1 upon 3 and my 1 minus of minus 3 the whole raised to 8 upon 1 minus 3. Okay, sorry, 1 minus of minus 3. Okay, yeah, so that will give me in the denominator 4 and minus 1 upon 3, and that will give me, since this this n is raised to even number, my minus 3 will become positive. Okay, so I'll be writing 1 minus 3 raised to 8. Okay, so yeah, minus 1, and in the denominator it will become 12, and 1 minus 3 raised to 8. Okay, so opening the brackets will give me minus 1 into minus 1 will become minus 1, and minus 1 into minus 3 raised to 8 will become 3 raised to 8 upon 12. So you don't have to solve this further, keep it as it is. Question number 18. The first term in the GP is 27. So A is equal to 27. If the eighth term is, so eighth term T8 is nothing but A R raised to 7 is equal to 1 upon 81. You have to find the sum of 10 terms. Okay, so here on the similar line, students, so I'll be writing A R raised to 7 upon A is equal to 1 upon 81 divided by 27. So you get here as A gets reduced, R raised to 7 and 1 upon 81 is nothing but, students, 3 raised to 4 into 1 upon 3 raised to 27 is nothing but 3 raised to 3. So r raised to 7 is nothing but 3 raised to 7. So r is equal to 1 upon 3. Okay, so I have my a, I have my r, and I have to find the sum of n terms. So students, here r is less than 1. Okay, so we'll be using the formula Sn is equal to 1 minus r, a 1 minus r raised to n. Okay, so you can substitute the formulas and you can find the answer. Okay, and the last sum, find the GP for which, okay, so you have to find the GP find the GP for which the first two terms is minus 4 and fifth term is 4 times the third term. Okay, so let the required GP, so how many terms, students? Fifth term. Okay, till the fifth term we need, so we'll be writing let the required GP be a, ar, ar square, ar cube, and ar raised to 4. Okay, so first the given condition is the sum of first two terms is minus 4. Okay, so we'll be writing first two terms, that is a plus ar is equal to minus 4. Okay, so can I bring this a common? So a1 plus r will be equal to minus 4. Second is, you are given that the fifth term is 4 times the third term. Okay, so fifth term is 4 times the third term, that is nothing but ar raised to 4 is equal to 4 ar square. So a reduces from both the sides, so r raised to 4 upon r square will be equal to 4. So that's nothing but r square is equal to 4, that is r is equal to plus minus 2. Okay, so I'll be getting two values of a also, so I'll be taking as when r is equal to 2, a will be equal to okay. Okay, yeah, so when r is equal to 2 and r is equal to minus 2. Okay, so your a 1 plus 2 is equal to minus 4, that is 3a is equal to minus 4, and a is equal to minus 4 upon 3. Okay, so and here will be 1 plus minus 2 is equal to minus 4. So minus 1a will be equal to minus 4, minus minus gets reduced, a is equal to 4. Okay, so now students, your required GP is, you just have to substitute it. So your GP, therefore the GP is a, ar, ar square, ar cube, and ar raised to 4. So what is my a here? It's minus 4 upon 3, a into r, so it is nothing but minus 4 upon 3 into minus 4, that will give me minus 16 upon 3. On the similar lines, oh sorry, minus 2, I have to multiply that by 2. Okay, yeah, so it is ar, that is minus 4 upon 3 into 2, that will give you minus 8 upon 3. Okay, again same thing, 16 upon 3, then I'll be getting minus 32 upon 3, and then lastly minus 64 upon 3. Okay, Here also, students, my required GP will be A. What is my A is 4 and my R, AR. So I have to multiply this 4 into minus 2. So that will give me minus 8. Then I have to do it AR square. So yeah, AR square, R square will give me as plus, because it will be 4 into minus 2 raised to square. Okay, so again 4 minus 2 raised to cube and 4 into minus 2 raised to 4. So that will be 4 minus 8, 16 minus 32 and plus 64. Okay, with this we complete this chapter of GP. Students, I repeat that AP and GP, the weightage of this chapters in board is 3 to 4 marks.